Yeah, the leaves were changing out east there. Then we stopped at Little Sandy's and had us some breakfast on the way home. All right, I had to make my pit stop at Young Jersey Dairy in Ohio, Youngstown, Ohio. I stand corrected, in Yellow Springs, Ohio. Double salty caramel. Delicious like always. Time to get back on the road. All right, I must have had a good night's sleep here at the 9-1 or 19 truck stop here, and I think I'm in Illinois on 74. It's almost 9 o'clock, so I must have slept pretty well, but I did have a 13-hour ride yesterday in the heat. It got up 95 degrees. It was pretty good though. Heading down the road. I made it to Hannibal, Missouri. Had to stop by Becky Thatcher's. Let's go see what we're having for lunch. Looks like my bike's marking its spot. I didn't have a torque wrench when I put this back on, so they're not as tight as they should be. And so we got a little oil mess here, but hey, when we get home, we'll torque these all in a star bit pattern and make sure they're at the right torque. Well, I drove 1,069 miles in the last 2 days. Got average 43.1 miles per gallon pulling that trailer. Got a total of 69,694 miles on the bike. All right, I torqued all the bolts. I didn't have the torque wrench with me, but I was pretty close. That's 115 inch-pounds, not 115 pounds. And you kind of stagger the bolts as you're tightening them up. But I think my oil leak may have been coming. There's a gasket underneath, or an O-ring underneath here. And I used the old one because I didn't have a new one. And I do believe that's probably where it's leaking. You can see right there where it's coming at and got on the muffler. So we'll get a new O-ring and fix that. So hey, thanks for following along. There was my oil leak problem. It actually has a broken O-ring. We'll get it replaced. Hey, this is Dave. We finally made it back to Missouri. You know, I left February 19th, went all the way down to Daytona, and then we were on a 48 state trip until about March 17th. Then this went out of the bike. It's the starter clutch. And then we finally got it done, and then I went to pick my bike up, and the clutch. There's the old clutch went out. So, but we drove 6,807 miles since this bike's been gone, and another, I don't know how many miles on the other two bikes that I got. But anyway, I'm glad you followed along, and I'm glad the bike's home now. We still got to get some stuff done. I had to order some O-rings where the oil was leaking, but now we got a new clutch. We're doing good. So thanks for following along.